guess what? I bought another kit. This was sort of not really an accident. I did want to find this kit. I found it. I accidentally bought it without looking at the price. Basically, I got the Lauren Ashton what's it called, pillow knitting kit. It's like for beginners, because originally I found a free pattern online, but I couldn't find like the particular yarn size that I would need anywhere around my area, and so I was looking online. And also Lena Norms might have also influenced me. She was talking about all the stuff that she made last year, and she mentioned making some patterns from Lauren Ashton. And so I was curious, and I looked at the website, and there was one for pillowcases. And if you haven't seen my like things I made last year, I mentioned in that I wanted to make more pillowcases, specifically one for this lounge. So currently we have 4 pillows. We've got this. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me because I don't see color the same way as other people. I might be slightly colorblind, but this is like a bluey grayish thing, and then we have one over there that is like a creamy color. It's kind of the same similar texture to this. And then I have a smaller, less fluffy pillow that for the longest time that I've been living here, I thought it was yellow. I thought Andrew had a yellow pillow. He informed me that it was actually like this pinky peachy kind of color, which I still think it looks yellow. Like I said, I'm colorblind. And then we also have this one, which is a bluish kind of color with a little cool little pattern. Now this is the one that I want to replace because the tassels have like been bitten off by dogs, probably, I don't know. And also the thing that I don't like about this, I like to wash my, like when I do a whole clean, I like to take the pillowcases off of the lounge and like wash it, especially when like people stay over or things like that, you know, like I wanna be, you know, I want to wash all the blankets and all the pillows and stuff like that. But this one, I don't know why I put it away. This one in particular, every time I try and take the pillowcase off to wash it, one, it feels like it doesn't get washed properly. I don't know if it's like something to do with the dye or the like the fabric or something. It just doesn't feel as clean. And then also the second thing that annoys me about this, when I try and take it off, I feel like I'm ruining the pillowcase because like little threads and stuff would like come off the pillow insert and the pillowcase, and it would like get really tangled, and I don't know, it's really annoying. And for some reason this is the one that like every time anyone like leans, there's like a particular smell on this, and like every time people lean on it, like I just feel like it doesn't get cleaned properly, and I hate it. This is the one that I'm trying to replace with this kit that I bought. So yeah, that is kind of the whole idea behind me buying this kit. Now the reason why I said it was a little bit of an accident is because I was looking at the price and everything like that, and then and I clicked order, and I didn't realize that I should have been looking closely at it, but I didn't realize that the prices were in pounds, so I didn't convert pounds to Australian dollars. It came really fast too, which is, I wasn't expecting it, because I'm like, oh, you know, it's probably like coming from the UK or something, so it'll probably take like a month to get here. No, it took like 2 weeks, I want to say, max. So the kit comes in this little bag, which is really cute, and you get the pattern, which is, I think it's just this one strip of paper, like it's the picture that you're gonna like make, and then on the back of it is the actual pattern, which I'm not that jazzed about the way this is like written, just because I cannot see anything. Like the font is really thin, and I think there's like some weird spacing to it or something, or because it's like in like codes or abbreviations, it just feels really I can't read this. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take a photo of it in really good lighting, and like zoom in on my phone and everything like that, because I have that accessibility feature on my phone. But yeah, so that's fine. I think that's one thing that I really like about the Wool in the Gang pattern, not to compare them, but I really like that it's a whole booklet and that it's like thick font and everything like that. But this is cute. I'm fine with that. I'm used to taking photos of things and like trying to look at it on my phone. The other thing that I got with the kit is the knitting needles, which is a wooden one, which I'm in love with. I love wooden ones. I don't know what this is, but I think this was the 10mm one. Oh, the other thing, and I don't know if this is, again, if this is like me and like my eyes and like me not being able to see it or whatever, but I wish it told me what size knitting needles I would be getting, because if I knew that I was gonna be doing it on a 10mm needle, and the reason I know it's 10mm, because I don't know if it says it on the needle, but the reason I know is because it says it on the pattern. I was reading it before. I wish I knew that, because I already have a 10mm knitting needle that I haven't used. So yeah, anyway, that's fine. I'll just have 2. And then I have 2 of my colors. So I picked the light gray color, which comes in this cake thingy, which is cute, and also the navy, because I thought that would just go well with the furniture, and also this pillow, because I don't know, is this navy? Or no, it's not navy actually, it's probably gray. Yeah. Oh, and the other thing that I won't take out because I feel like it'll be harder to put back in, but I get the pillow insert in here. Alright, so first off, I'm gonna use my phone to take a photo of the pattern. I didn't know that this existed, so there's like this accessibility thing where like you can it doesn't like save as a photo, and you can zoom in so much more on this. So let's do that. Oh, what should I do? See, I can't even like see what part. Maybe I should look at it on my phone. I'm just worried I'll like take the wrong photo or something, and then like not start where I should be starting. Okay, so I've taken a picture of this, so now I can like kind of just like put that away. There is this whole information about gauge, which I don't really understand. I also don't understand, like, I understand what it is, like you're supposed to like some people knit tighter, some people knit looser, and so you're supposed to like measure it out, like if you want to be more precise. I think I'm gonna skip that for today, just because I don't understand how to do it. I also don't understand how to like, because you're supposed to like have your own swatch, and then you're supposed to like block it and everything, but like how do you know how much to use so that you have enough yarn for your actual project, or do you reuse that blocked swatch that you just did? I don't understand. Someone explain that to me. So side 1, which I think I'm supposed to start with, says in brackets that I'm supposed to do the moss stitch. Looking at both sides, I think the moss stitch might look nicer with the light gray, because you'll be, well, I don't know, some people might be able to see both, but I will probably be able to see the stitching and the pattern a lot more with a lighter color. So I think I'm going to start with the light gray. So this is my first 4 rows that I've done. I'm a little bit thrown off with this pattern, because this pattern doesn't count the cast on row as a row. And the reason that's throwing me off is because in the previous patterns that I've used, like the wool and the gang ones with the beanies, I would know how many rows I've done by simply counting it, but also if I get a little bit confused whether or not I'm on an even numbered row or an odd numbered row, so let's say I'm on like row 2 or row 3, I can usually tell by the long tail, because I know that when I've casted it on, the long tail ends up at the front, because that's how you cast on. And so when you're on an even number, when you're on the second row, the long tail ends up at the back. So if I were to look at this at a glance, I can easily tell that technically I'm on row 5, but because the pattern doesn't allow you to count the cast on row, I'm on row 4. So that's a little bit throwing me off. Also, this pattern is throwing me off, because originally when I read that I needed to do knit 1 purl 1, I thought that it was just going to end up looking like a rib stitch. I'm a little bit confused why it's not turning out to look like a rib stitch. Is it because I've cast it on an odd number, and in order to do an even number you have to cast on, in order to do a rib stitch you have to cast on an even number? Yeah, I don't know how I've done this kind of pattern, but it looks really squishy and soft. I will say I'm having a lot of trouble with the yarn. It's very, very soft, 100% merino wool, and it's a lot smaller than what I'm used to. I haven't really worked with a 10mm needle. Also, I think it doesn't help that there is no contrast between the color of the yarn and the color of my needle, so I'm a little bit bummed about that, because I am finding it a little bit hard to see, especially because the fibers kind of spread out as I go. Okay, so I've done 20 stitches so far, and this is after me unraveling everything and starting over. I don't think there's ever going to be a project where I don't unravel it and start over. Okay, this is 44 rows. I think I need to do, what was it, like 58? So yeah, I think I'm getting a lot better at noticing when I've dropped a stitch, because with this 44th row that I just finished, I like dropped a stitch and then I found where I dropped it and then I just went back. So I'm getting a lot better at basically just like being patient and like just noticing if I've dropped a stitch or not, and like focusing a lot more on it. This is how much I've done. I'm a little bit tired. I just kind of want it to be done now. I don't know if I'll ever be one of those like really fast knitters, just because I don't sit here and like knit for hours on end, because one, my hand gets really sore, just because I use my hand, like my wrist, like I move my wrist a lot when I'm walking around with my cane as well, so that's already like a repetitive action that I already need to do when I'm walking out and about. And so adding like knitting to that as well, I can't do anymore. I can't knit any faster basically. So I started the second side of the pillow. This is the color that I chose. It's a navy color. It looks very black when I'm looking at it. I've only done the cast on row and the first row. I did start this last night, and I did actually start doing like 5 rows, but then on the 5th row I did something weird and it looked a little bit wonky, so I started again. This time though, I'm just doing garter stitch, so that's pretty simple. Hopefully I can get this done soon, because I want to start a new project. And I know a lot of people say like when you have like knitting projects or anything like that, you should have like another one in hand so you don't get kind of bored, because I was getting a little bit bored with that first side of the pillow. I just wanted it to get done, just because it's a different stitch and I have to focus on it a little bit more. And like, you know, when I'm focusing, I can't like, I find it really hard to like listen to things, and I can listen to like podcasts and things like that, but when it comes to audiobooks, I kind of want to pay attention to audiobooks sometimes, and like pay careful attention to it. And so I couldn't listen to my audiobook. I'm also, you know, planning this whole video of these books that I'm reading, and so I was just like, I got too much going on. But with the garter stitch, hopefully I can just sort of mindlessly knit, so I'm excited about that. I finished the second side of the pillow. I finished it last night. I haven't put them together, so I have both of them here. Okay, I finally finished the pillow. This is the moss stitch side in light grey, and this is the garter stitch side in navy. I don't know, I think I will have to put the whole thing in the wash, just because once I seamed the whole thing, I had to put the insert in, and I can't take it out just because I don't have zippers or anything like that. But I really like it. I think it's really comfy and squishy. I thought in terms of like the instructions, I think I mentioned it at the beginning, I don't like how faint the writing on it is. Also, it says, when it said to put it together, it said to do a blanket stitch. I tried to look up what a blanket stitch was. I couldn't find it. The closest thing I could find was like a mattress seaming or something. So I didn't end up doing like a blanket seaming for the edges. I just sort of tried to do it as invisible as I could. It's not perfect, but I think I did a good job. I think so. This side is a lot better. I think that was the last one I did. This side is also not bad. There was once, this side is also not bad. I think this side is the one that's not the best, because I didn't do it from like I didn't weave in the yarn from the inside out basically. So but yeah, I don't think it's too noticeable. So yeah,